We have sound first time through. I've remembered to hit start recording. To Valhalla! Running past every token along the way because I can't be bothered to deal with them. Guess they're on this time around. Cool. So this will be the last stream for review purposes. Obviously, I'm not going to stop playing the game. I'm going to finish it on stream. How big is the area around the nursing home that I can actually explore? We've got the grounds. Cool. I'll explore the grounds before heading in.
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
I guess this is a hub area. Bright Falls itself. The crossbow's gone away, so I assume I'm safe. I don't believe there's any cult stashes here. No, so I'm just looking for lunch boxes before I go inside a building.
I need something to cut this.
I don't have bolt cutters yet, though. Yep, that's marked as a locked gate on the map. That's also why I like to explore before going inside anywhere. Figure out what's locked and what's not. Put it on the map for later. Valhalla Nursing Home. All the way from Watery, this minibus. The Hall of Heroes. It's the path into the woods. Little concerned it has no gate.
Vote Mayor Setter to sit in office.
Meet Mayor Setter in Swoby Hall in Watery. Okay. Next time we end up back at the car to travel, I'm going to go to Watery and we're going to meet Mayor Setter. I found all 6 of those, so we can actually meet the mayor. Gotta stop pressing the wrong button. So I think you have to find all 6, or maybe it's just that one. Who knows? Anyway, I don't think there's any lunch boxes out here. Yeah, that's all shut up. Okay, so interesting. Guess I'll try the manor. Why not? Manuscript page. It's both hidden and not hidden at the same time.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. no one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Gasp. And that's just Alan's writing. There's no scratch interference with that at all. Also, I don't like the fact that the manuscript pages don't glow anymore. That, especially with the game being so dark, it makes it very hard to see them. That might just be a me problem, but if you are trying to collect all of them, something to be aware of. Like, I probably missed manuscript pages. I only saw that one because of the prompt, the A prompt.
It's a little late for visitors, you know. I was just getting the... Oh, Saga? What's up? Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
Rose, do you work everywhere?
I love the architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
Revolver rounds, don't mind that. The Valhalla Nursing Home was established in 2014 by the Old Gods Foundation. Originally built in 1965 by an unknown architect with the Finnish filmmaker Thomas Zane, this manor is steeped in artistic history. I met Odin and Tor in 2012, in a strange trip that resulted in strange new friendships. I was honoured to manage their band as they made their comeback, touring the country and producing revolutionary new music. However, all good things must come to an end. Is this from Barry? Valhalla is a place of rest. In that spirit, I hope this building will serve as a place where people can spend their golden years in peace and comfort. May it be a home to those who need one. Welcome to Valhalla, Barry Wheeler. Shout out to Barry Wheeler. Also, shout out to this... It is Rose! I mean, I'm assuming
More
it's
of
Rose.
those kids' lunchboxes.
For the Twilight years. You are strong. You are successful. You are confident.
This way.
Take a map of the nursing home, please and thank you. Oh, there's a lot here, huh? It's also not a map of the wellness center. It's just a map of the nursing home. Why was there a crossbow bolt in the filing cabinet? Even Vikings need their rest. Alan Wake, Alex Casey, and Alex Casey Thriller. Rose has a shrine to Alan. Cool. Wake up. Alan Wake's crime novels have become the sensation of the nation. Join us as we flip through the pages of the man behind the books. Folks Magazine. How has your life changed since your books became so popular? Alan Wake. To do a lot more magazine interviews. Other than that, it's not so different. Folks Magazine. You are hilarious. I can see why you're a writer. So what do you do to get your creative juices flowing? Alan. Writing is a very solitary journey. When I'm working, I like to be alone in a room with my manuscript. There I can wrestle with the story, get inside the heads of my characters. FM. That's exhausting. And yet you find plenty of energy to party, right? Word on the street is you've been out enjoying the New York nightlife. Any favourite spots? Alan. I'd prefer if we could focus on my writing. FM. Definitely, although I'm sure our readers would love to know where they can find New York's hottest writer on a Saturday night. You working on a new book? Alan. Yes. On some level, I'm always working on the next story. Right now, I'm looking into something different. A departure from what people would expect. Something new. FM, be careful with that. People don't always like new. So, what role does the beautiful Alice Wake play in your work? Is she your muse? Alan. Alice keeps me stable. She's an anchor, stopping the waves from carrying me too far out to sea. I was wondering if you could help me. Longing internally. We'll serve you pancakes. You were my muse all along, Rose. Naughty Alan. Oh no, she got it bad. She got it bad, chat. Wait.
Somebody here is Wake's #1 fan. Rose?
Alan Wake, the bad boy of fiction, best-selling author, sets a feisty new tone for writers. Alan Wake is an author best known for his Alex Casey books, a series of thrilling novels that reinvigorated the crime genre. But Wake isn't just known for his literary works. He's also famous among New York's most exclusive clubs as a late-night party animal. This author is redefining what it means to be a writer. Gone are the days of isolated figures hunching over typewriters in dark rooms. Wake is a man who hits the town in style, a regular at the hottest spots in the city, happy to see and be seen. The people and the paparazzi can't get enough of him. But it's not just his social calendar that makes this writer stand out from his peers. Artists are famous for their tempers. But Wake's is in a completely different orbit. Damaging property, giving photographers black eyes. Avoiding lawsuits, this writer is a train full of rage and you better get off the tracks. Like a punk rocker, Wake is grabbing musty old stereotypes and smashing them to pieces. This is one rebel to keep an eye out for. Where is Alan Wake? Mystery writer mysteriously disappears. The best-selling author, known for his Alex Casey novels, has been reported missing in the town of Bright Falls, Washington. Mr. Wake's wife, Alice Wake, has not given any comments on the case but is confirmed to have been the one to report her husband's disappearance to the authorities. The mysteries surrounding the novelist's disappearance don't stop there. Other individuals from the town were reported missing within a similar time frame. It is unclear whether these disappearances are connected. Wake's literary agent, Barry Wheeler, has indicated he has no information to provide, despite having been seen with Mr. Wake in Bright Falls just before the author's disappearance. The writer, Alan Wake, has a history of violence towards the press and is rumoured to have struggled with addiction. This story will be updated as it unfolds. Be my light in the darkness, Rose. Rose, you appear to have it bad for Alan. Old age is a state of mind. I guess that doorway is the trigger.
Jaakko. Looks like another perfect morning in paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos
to the
full
bottom
of
said
hot
none of those things
coffee
were true.
close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? I feel like $1 million. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
Local coffee, local flavor. From Puerto Rico. No, that is not a window. That is not a door, sorry. Whoop! Wet patch. Nope, I've upset all of the crisps. That's on me. I'm hoping that there is a safe room in here.
Old gods of Asgard. So Odin and Thor had a band and everything.
Karaoke setup. Don't touch. Gotcha.
Oh, thought I'd lost you. Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes.
Norman,
Norman, we have a visitor.
still not wearing
Where
clothes.
are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Ahti.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Thor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Okay, what am I dealing with? Apart from, obviously, exploring stuff. Are you really working, Donna?
Ahti, this is your home. You don't need to keep cleaning. I'd take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
Kyllä, kyllä. Mutta once after being told no. Why rest when you are bored to work? Eikö niin?
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Yes, box Holy Ray. Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Kyllä näin on.
Oh, Artie.
That's some fascinating knitwork, Mandy May. What's your inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
She'll do it, Norman. There's a woman on the edge.
Do either of you know where I could find Thor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Thor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Thor is hurt. Something's wrong with him. Was Thor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Thor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Mandy May, you can't say stuff like that.
Just watch her. Got some pie. Got some tea. Wonderful. You're well provisioned for.
Have you seen the way Thor's been slobbering over Cynthia?
Cynthia Weaver.
He's like a horny teenager.
What's wrong with
Maiden of the Light.
a little romance at our age?
No, he's got a point, Mandy May. As much as I don't like to admit the man in the towel on crutches. Oh. Some slight charring.
Are you planning to go watch the Deerfest parade, Mandy May?
And sit in a crowd of noisy drunks all day? I'd rather stick this knitting needle in my ear.
Songs from the first game. Yep, it's the poet and the muse.
You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this.
Hey, Angel.
My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to stop the story. Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's room.
No, babe. So the last contact that Saga had with Logan before the story kicked in properly, this is like chapter 2, she said that they'd been watching the new series of Night Springs without Saga. But every time the darkness happens or she goes into an overlap, she loses phone signal, and now she can't contact anyone because the story has taken over. Like, she and her husband are divorced in the story. Lady of the light. Ship destiny. Love the song. Anyway, hey Artie, big fan.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Hey, Basim. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the Perkele Vikings. Perkele.
Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Perkele, saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two.
He had his own band, Artie and the Janitors. So for all she knows, her kid might be gone. Yes, for all Saga knows, Logan is actually dead now. So that's why she's trying to help Alan stop the story before it becomes reality proper. Because if they stop the story before that happens, everything will theoretically reset.
Do you know where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
Shout out to Artie. And also...
It's coming down like from the ass of Esteri. Vaikka vettä hän kyllä lupaskin, että...
Artie is not raining.
Sorry?
Okay, so those doors are locked. Probably going to have to either come through the wellness center or get into the basement somehow. I would expect the wellness center.
What's in the wellness center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care. To stay young, stay limber.
I like all of the effort that's gone into just idle animations and stuff. Obviously in Control, while the faces were photorealistically...
Nothing is not good for you, and hurry is not an honor.
Thanks, Artie.
Tiedätkö, olet tämmöstä kuullut?
In Control, obviously the faces were photorealistic, but everything else was kind of a bit stiff. Where they've done a lot more... They paid a lot more attention to how people move just in conversations now, which is pretty cool. Rock around the rocking chair. I think Rose was apologizing that the wellness center was closed, by the way. I keep forgetting that the mind place doesn't stop time. It doesn't pause the game. Yeah, it's still hella dark. Just going to use the torch. That's not safe, having pistol ammunition there. Okay, so Tor and Odin are on this floor. So if I head left and do these rooms, and then just go upstairs to the third floor and check out everything on the third floor. And then we'll come down and look in Tor and Odin's room. Rec room. Oh, another day ahead.
They're all so soft and sad.
I think I've got 4 left. Oh, I can also do a weapon upgrade.
3 remaining.
3 left. Although actually, as I've been collecting rifle ammo... Oh, this is a save room. Thank the maker. I might save the upgrades, the manuscript fragments, to until I get the actual rifle, and then see what that has as its upgrades. Because it might replace the shotgun, for example. However, move that over there. I really should use the propane. Takes up it takes up space in my inventory when I could just be, you know, exploding things. Wrong way. Yeah, cool. Old Gods of
I
Asgard
don't have the key.
Museum and Hall of Fame. Wow. They even went to all the trouble of putting scratches on the floor. I mean, it's probably procedurally generated, of course, but or they just used a brush for on the texture. But still, it's a pretty neat touch. The Pat Main radio show, Valhalla Nursing Home Radio. Oh,
Axis navies and who knows what else.
I
Ever
shouldn't
since they
interrupt him.
sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens. The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it. Ironically, I believe. They go there to enjoy their beer and their vapes and electronic cigarettes. Ridiculous. The future is... So, the teens would drink there. Do other stuff that isn't appropriate content for you listeners at home, but the bunker has a tendency to flood, especially during the winter. In the 90s, a group of teens went down there one Saturday night and got a little drunker than usual. The teens noticed one girl, Nora Hesberg, was missing. They figured she just went home. When Nora's folks didn't find her in her bed the next morning, they called the police. The authorities, they searched the bunker and found poor Nora floating in one of the flooded passages. She had a real talent for music. Folks say they still hear her singing in the nursing home. Nowadays, teens think the bunker is haunted. That doesn't stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself, an impartial journalist, I have lived here at the Valhalla Nursing Home for 5 years, and in that time, I have never heard Nora's singing. Just the humming of a certain neighbor of mine who has an inexplicable love for Finnish tango.
could be because he's Finnish. Just a thought. I respect the content creators. Can we talk about the fact that Pat Main, a guy with dementia, was sitting next to a filing cabinet with handgun rounds in it? That doesn't seem safe. I mean, I know they're largely harmless without the associated gun, but they're not completely harmless. Oh, they're for drips from the ceiling. That's what I keep hearing. what all the buckets are for. Oh. That's the symbol from the ocean view.
Getting in is forbidden, for your own safety. Time is long for those who wait. But in the end, stand the thanks.
Sheesh. Didn't see you there.
Nah, Chris, he's an eldritch being who teleported behind you. Thanks for looking out for me, Artie. So yeah, so Mandy May's been knitting the hangers for Rose, so I think it's a reasonably safe assumption Rose is the one leaving the lunch boxes. Also has batteries and handgun rounds. Norman. Well, Norman does own clothes, so there's that at least. We know he does have them. Seems to like wearing a towel a lot, but that's just because he's gone to the sauna, I suppose. And
Need the key.
Cynthia Weaver's door. Gale. Oh, Artie. I like how Artie is a more active character in the game, that he's not even... where did the rec room go? There it is. Like we're not in the Bureau, we're not in the oldest house, but he's more present here than he was in the oldest house. No. Yeah. Okay, so Tor and Odin's are the ones on the left, right? Yes. Oh, I missed something in Norman's room. There's a point of interest in the middle of the room, apparently. Interesting. Riddles Through the Ages by Shabnam Dabari. Over 200 teasers, tickles, and twisters. Note to self, hide the thing with a nice little riddle like this, better than any actual lock. Norman, are you in charge of the Cult of the Tree? To Get to the Otter Side by Reese Watts. 250 Otter This World puns to help your conversations go swimmingly. Ah, ye. Real talk, can I get that book? Angel's like, no, dear gods, no. Right, now I can do stuff. Oh no, puns. Yes, babe, otter puns.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you? I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
Lady, do you have the, do you just have random dump? Okay. Donna doing something. Deadlift Donna over here.
Breakfast is at 7. Tomorrow will be eggs, toast, grapefruit, orange juice.
Taking your shotgun shells, Donna.
Coffee. Service stops at 9. Lunch at 11. Tomorrow is borscht with oyster crackers. The other choice is stewed beef. I will have borscht. Cranberry juice or water is served as well. Service stops at 12:30.
Just gonna leave Deadlift Honor to her her exercises. Still a bit concerned about the shotgun shells, but there we are. Odin's in bed.
This is Tor's room.
Tor's missing. See, Tor has a trauma pad in his dresser. That makes a lot more sense than anything else. What did he do to this room?
This place is a mess. And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking. More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
So much moonshine. How did he even get all of that in here? Alright.
It came out in bubbles.
Cynthia! Maybe Cynthia Weaver will tell me where Tor is, and then Odin's in his bed.
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry? Hello. I'm Saga.
Cynthia Weaver.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm looking for Tor Anderson. Have you seen him?
Tor. Always poking people with his hammer. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
Black void with no sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Good jump scare. Got a minor flinch. I think her room is upstairs, right? Yeah, I'm just going to see if her room's now unlocked. I doubt it, but it might have changed the game state. Ah, it's locked still. Okay. Tum, 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 tum. Hopefully the, what's of them again? Oh, Angel the Taken. People possessed by the Dark Presence. It kind of feeds on just your negative emotions, and if it's strong enough, it consumes you and you become part of it. Cynthia Weaver, for those who haven't seen the first game, Cynthia was Thomas Zane's muse, and she kind of got affected by the Dark Presence, and she converted the Bright Falls Dam to always be illuminated as a safe refuge against the Dark Presence should it ever return. She was the one who had the clicker in
Odin's in bad shape.
a vault, if I recall correctly.
He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious? That woman in the painting looks like Mom.
So that's you, Saga.
Was I born here? Or is this more of the story?
The Anderson Farm, 1989. Can I say the crossbow bolt, though? Oh, it's a dart, never mind.
Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Anderson? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
I was going to say, I'd probably have to do a profiling thing based on the weird overlay that just happened.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening? I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more.
You're a psychic, Saga. Also, please note that she's... Random noise in the background. She's wearing the red jumper because that's the default costume for Saga. The Oh Dear Diner is DLC, for those who didn't see the start of the stream.
I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin.
There is.
I'm starting to see it too.
They dabbled with the dark place.
You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center.
Exercise.
Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt. I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away.
No, not a healthy lifestyle.
Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world. But the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake.
To the case board. The Anderson brothers. It's my current case. Art, like Wake's writing, is about to change reality. The clicker magnifies that change. The clicker needs to be used with Wake's writing. Does it really have the power to fix this?
Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world. But the light switch...
The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
Yeah, he's already broken it, so... clicker amplifies Wake's writing, has power to fix this, make it worse. This is why Wake needs the clicker. Can he be trusted with the power to change reality? Can anyone? Look for Tor in his room. He is in danger. Bad things happen at the Wellness Center. Odin seems really worried about his brother. I should see if Tor's in his room. Tor's bedroom has been trashed. Something's
Tor is
wrong.
not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
Something's wrong with Tor. Told Odin I'd check it out. Wellness Center? Tor wasn't in his room, but the place is a mess. Odin mentioned the Wellness Center. I should check there. Maybe Odin can tell me what happened to Tor and Rose. Rose isn't being helpful, but they must be around here somewhere. Fact versus fiction. I guess connection to Tor and Odin? Yeah. This looks exactly like Mom. And that's me. Is this still part of the story? Cult of the Tree collectible. Members of the cult. There we go. Well, who's involved, I should say. Tor and Odin Anderson, not cult members. Tor and Odin rejected requests to join the Cult of the Tree. Stash found in an abandoned pickup truck outside Bright Falls. Note inside this one talked about going bigger. Wonder what they meant. Stash found in woods outside Bright Falls. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I've consulted people much more skilled with mathematics and algebra than I, and I've been shown the error of my ways with that algebra problem. I think it was the back of the truck. I can only blame low blood sugar and fatigue for missing the fact that it told me there were 200 things there and that 188 couldn't have been the answer. That's on me. I do apologize. Unfortunately, playing games on stream is a bit of a weird scenario where I'm not 100% paying as much attention to things as I should be, because I always have a lot of other things to be thinking about, on top of obviously playing this for review purposes. Who is this note for exactly? Did the cult expect someone to break inside? Doesn't give me the note, it just tells me that there was something there. By trying to protect against one danger, she exposed her child to another danger. Mandy May has the knit design. Mandy May has the knit design I've been finding by the lunchboxes. She mentioned she's been making them for Rose. What are these? Affirmations? Cookies? Who is this supposed to be for? Our fanfiction writer has an extremely active imagination. Oh, yeah, technical issues. Oh, Herald of Darkness, right. That was the musical section song. Missing one more Koskela ad. And as I say, I'll wait for the rifle before I think about doing upgrades. The Sea of Night. To drink from the cup of the Wise One, for wisdom to be a seer, I gave up my eye in the light of the moon to shine and see the many worlds to Manus and beyond across the dark, dreaming sea. The branching paths of the tree, I gave up my eye so many times. We have lived and died and been reborn. We've met here before and we'll keep on meeting still. Where did I put the eye? Before time, I gave it to Mimir to drink from the well of wisdom, the cauldron. 1976, I took it out myself to see, drank the moonshine. 1988, he who stands on the threshold took it from me. The time will come again to be writ again. Oh. Did Scratch take Odin's eye? Just checking to see if there's anything new in here. Nah. Okay. Well, I guess I can go outside and actually just see if the door to the wellness center is open. revolutionary idea. Don't assume the door is locked. I like the stair lift rail, sorry. Is that the stair lift? Sure is. Oh, it's a wheelchair lift as well. Cool. I like how it's really bright as you exit, and then it gets darker. Surely it should be the other way around. Ah, dang it. It's locked! Can I talk to Rose again? Nope. Well, the map doesn't say I can. There's no guarantee, obviously, that I can't. Unless the door's open now.
Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
But it's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
I didn't notice that talk to Rose was one of my goals.
Watch out for puddles.
Yes.
You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
That lady's dead, Saga. Also, there's a secret door to the basement? Oh, no. Oh, the basement access is outside, but I can't get to it because it's behind the house. Never mind. There we go.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Need bolt cutters for that. Chat? Yes, puddles. Puddles is definitely what she was warning us about. Ready to get spooked? Okay. Take it slowly, room by room.
Dark. Empty. Be ready, Saga.
Okay, so that door's locked. But what if I wanted to go through that door, huh? Okay, so this is a safe haven. The light is good. There we go.
Hello? Tor? It's Saga Anderson.
That's what I was waiting for. So if I go to the right, that's a single room. Empty. I guess I could now go to the security room. Check out that right side of the wellness center, maybe? Or not. It's locked. Can't say I'm surprised. This door is curiously open. Manuscript page.
Tor Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song. A gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop it this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
So it could be Saga, but it could be someone else. Okay. Thanks for that random attempt at a jump scare. Safe haven.
Tor was here.
Doc, Rosamund found Mr. Anderson knocked out on floor by phone. Burns on hand, cut on head, was out cold, so brought him here. Been acting strange all week. Take good care, he's VIP. Is this Valentin Bloom?
He's hurt pretty bad. But he tore off his bandages. Why?
I know it's a bit annoying that I'm constantly checking the map, by the way, but it means I don't miss anything. So, oh, there's an elevator over there. So if I go through this door and straight ahead, there's... more rooms to check out. Put that room on the map as a locked door. Ah, the dispenser is a safe room. Cool. A big one, too. Check for any of the containers before I go to the shoebox. I'm rapidly filling up on trauma pads. Okay, kind of feels a bit like the, I assume it means the corridor has collapsed at the back. It kind of feels like the oh god, it's like a server room in the hive, in the nest. Sorry, in RE2. That's a really big safe room as well. So I've got to go through rehab. I'm going to go through the corridor to see if I can check the office, though.
be opened on this side.
Cool. Pretty sure someone's locked in that room.
Tor, wait! It's me!
I really wish the water coolers weren't so noisy. Oh, it's a physio thing. I assume the stairs. Yeah, these in the middle.
Oh, come on.
Thanks, Cynthia. Okay, so Tor went that way. So I'll go this way. So with the meta nature of this game, I am kind of wondering if the jump scares are like if Saga's also seeing the jump scares. Okay, so that's the door out, or if they're just for the player. And now it's raining. And night has fallen. I see that rifle sign. Little 2-cubicle bathroom. Cool, cool.
This door needs a knob.
Snigger. That's a... Sorry, chat. That one tickled me. I was about to say that that's what they said.
A security computer.
Or don't we all, etc., etc.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
Those post-it notes are blank. Don't yet have the password. And once again, night falls in Night Springs.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Cult of the Tree welcomes you, Yakko and Ilmo Koskela. Vladimir Bloom. You've been accepted into the prestigious ranks of our most hallowed organization. As such, you will join our noble cause and be privy to our most guarded secrets. The ceremony will take place the day after the next new moon, as is tradition. $16.8. $15.8. So 15th of August. Hurrah! That's not the American way of doing dates. Oh, right, it's Russian. Hurrah, my acceptance letter has arrived. I'm one of the gang now. Do svidaniya to the boring old Vlad. Hello to the exciting new man about town, Vlad. I'll buy vodka and herring to celebrate. This month, everything will change. 16th of August. I used to take care of the dead raccoon over by the bunker. Smelled very bad. Not good for my hangover. There's something to collect here, but I'm not seeing the... Oh, it's there. It's very well hidden.
Day, then month. He uses European formatting.
Because he's Russian. 14th of August. Bad day. This is a stupid house where something always breaks. I fix. I always fix. Old people do not respect me. I should ask for a raise. Oh, I assume the password is day and then month. May 5th, full moon. May 12th, new quarter. Third quarter. May 19th, new moon. May 27th, first quarter. Oh, I see. It's the 31st of August, 3108. June 3rd, full moon. June 10th, third quarter. June 17th, new moon. June 26th, first quarter. July 3rd, full moon. July 9th, third quarter. July 17th, new moon. July 25th, first quarter. August 1st and August 30th, full moon. August 8th, third quarter. August 16th, new moon. August 24th, first quarter. So the new moon was on the 16th, so on the 17th, he was initiated. 1, 7, 0, 8. Two, 3? Yeah. Okay, VIP recruits from Kalevala Knights to Vladimir Bloom. Vladimir, that was 9th of August. I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin would be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit them. Riddle for your rifle from Vladimir Bloom to Valhalla staff and residents. You, Artie, Vlad, Rose, Donna, and 4 others. Why did you take the doorknob to my personal room? I am sick of old people tricks. You bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go on deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I will hunt you instead. V. Bloom. Riddle for your rifle from unknown sender. I'm the little doorknob that's out of place, but solve these clues and you can trace the way to your private space. I meet you at the Greet inside a bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom. I assume that's reception.
There's Tor, and he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
Just trashing up the corridor.
And the doors are open.
Now, does that work only in the wellness center, or are all the doors in the manor also unlocked? There's a container. Trauma pad. Oh, actually, I can't. Pick anything else up. My inventory is getting kind of full. I also left something in this toilet, apparently, in this bathroom. So I'll go that way and check these areas out. I'm thinking to avoid the risk of accidentally doing plot. I may just do the safe thing and run all the way back to the rec room in the house to use the shoebox there. Oh, there's the pretty flowers. Also, it would be Norman. He had the book with the riddle book in his room, I believe. Actually, the dispensary seemed safe. Oh, wait, there was something trapped in there and I just opened the door. No, I want the rifle first. Alright, we're taking the long way, chat. Also gives me a chance to check the previously locked rooms. Probably save the game first, just in case. Right. I have so many healing items. That does not bode well. I'm just going to assume it's 4 slots. Could really do with finding another expansion. Well, basically at the 50-minute mark.
Need to find the key.
Okay, so that's a card key needed. I'm assuming none of these will be open, but I do just want to check for thoroughness. Ocean View's closed. Artie's is closed. I don't even have the prompt to use the key card to get into Artie's room. I do for Cynthia's room, however. And Gale's room. Okay, so Artie and the Ocean View I probably won't be getting into. The other rooms it looks like I can once I've got the security key. I went the wrong way. Just standing here in the dark, huh?
Put some clothes on. What if that towel slipped? No one wants to see your meat basket.
Not until I've gotten more sauna.
No one wants to see your meat basket, Norman. Hey, Artie. Why do I get the feeling that Rose is going to be dead again by the end of this game? Is that a manuscript page? Sure is.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
Oh no. Oh, another day ahead.
Hi there, little friend.
2 left. It's a good thing I left that space blank for it. Ready for a fight. Find the hunting rifle. Right. What are my options? Feedback loop. Consecutive successive hits will significantly reduce the time between shots. Kill shot. Stand still to enter an improved focus mode. This mode grants perfect accuracy. Pull shots towards enemy weak spots and deals increased damage. Bullets penetrate the enemy's stock. Yeah, we'll take kill shot.
Saga stood still, emptying her mind, focusing, breathing in, breathing out. She aimed the rifle. ready for the kill shot.
So I'm thinking, head back to the dispensary and maybe drop the shotgun off? Because I have roughly the same amount of ammunition for both of them. I just need some inventory space back. Yeah, I think the quickest way is to go back through the security room. Okay, it's like a half-second delay. Obviously, it might not vibe with the rifle. Might just go back to the shotgun. But we'll see. I don't mind dropping one upgrade on it. Quick slot. Right, twice, I guess. Actually, it makes no sense to do it twice when I'm only carrying it and not the shotgun. Override the shotgun. Yeah, okay. So we're like a second. I didn't save. We'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out, just, you know, use those manuscript fragments for nothing, but we'll make it work. Did I actually upgrade the shotgun in the end? Anyone remember? I did. Oh yes, get health back on kill. I might miss that. We'll see. If all else fails, I'll put the handgun.
Shit!
Just gonna reload that. That was awful shooting for me just then. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, give me the shotgun back. Yeah, I'm not really using the pistol all that much. It was very much a shotgun, and then I'd like the space to pick up extra resources. Let's try this. I also need to quick slot. Yeah. Override that for now. Right. Let's do this.
Shit! Jesus Christ.
You know what? That went so well. I'm going to save again so I don't have to reenact that feat. Also, I've got propane I can replenish my stock with. Because now I have the shotgun for close range and the hunting rifle for long range. Yes, the pistol was great for was okay for mid-range, but hopefully the rifle will deal well enough with that.
Need to catch up with Tor.
Okay, I'm now in the dining room. Door to my left is blocked, but I'll probably still try to go through it anyway. See if there's anything tucked way back here. There is not. Lost and found. Mittens, homemade. A new notebook full of daily meal plans. A nice fountain pen. An antique hair clip. Very pretty. Address inquiries to your friend Rose. Self-defense courses. For sale, coffee cup mascot costume. Underwear, underwater metal detector and scuba gear. Somewhere in tear. $50. I found a box of ammo for a hunting rifle in the cafeteria. Rose, I think you left some behind again. You really should be more careful. Take a tip from Vlad, a fellow weapon enthusiast. Always lock it up. Come collect it from me whenever you can. I brought that tea you said you liked. I can make you a cup if you want. VB. Or Valentine. Valentine has a thing for Rose.
This must have been Tor's.
Hammer sticking out the wall. The crossbow bolt. I didn't know if there was a deer head in there. They've been in some pretty strange places. More bandages. Can I take the umbrella? It's raining outside. Really? Handgun? Okay. I deserve that.
You come out of here this minute! That water is bad for you! Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you! This kind of behavior is not okay! Let him go! Tor!
Guess we found the overlap. God, that body language as Rose sat down. So good. Overlap? Question mark? Probably. Check out back here in case Rose has left us any more lunch boxes. Manuscript page.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
And that's why the poster has it on the other side. It wasn't a continuity error. I just hadn't reached the continuity yet. Also, they tried standing up to the Dark Presence, and it took an eye. Hiking or climbing prohibited in this area.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Oh, that's the way back to the boatyard and stuff. Okay, I think that's that side explored, so if I check out this side... That's where I came from. Rose, I think I'm going to use your security badge at some point. It still requires bolt cutters. There's a body in the basement. God damn it, Cynthia.
Need the key.
Oh, Gods of Asgard Tor stuff. T-O-U-R, not T-O-R. Remember, buy more fuses, many more. Crappy old equipment keeps blowing them. BB. Oh, is that Valentine? Oh, another page.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic-depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back. An on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Oh no. Scratch, stop tormenting Barry. Okay, there's a save point down here.
Can't be opened on this side.
Okay, so there's either another way in or I'll end up there at some point. Oh, is that the... Yeah, I've read that. Okay. To the shoebox. My inventory's full. Yeah. Nothing else in here, apart from the shoebox and the save point. 20 hours exactly played 9 minutes ago. Just for one player.
It won't open.
Okay, so I have to go the long way around every time. Wow, there are a lot of manuscript pages down here.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip. Their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom.
Ah, come
touching
on.
things. touching everything. The world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
Oh, okay. Most of that was Alan's writing? Okay, so I can get into the furnaces. Oh, that's how I get into that room. A little gap there. Okay, I'll check out the end of this area, go back and save. I've noticed there's a bit I missed on the other side, so I'll do that, and then I'll go into the furnaces and the laundry room and storage. Rose, spare fuses now locked away because someone, Artie, keeps stealing them. Code is in the laundry room. Okay, well. Good to know. Gotta fill this inventory up. Okay, so there's still that room there. Is that where I need to put the fuses, maybe? Hang on. This way. Oh, that one's, it's locked. That's why I can't, that's why I haven't been into it.
Need to find the key.
I've already checked that. Why isn't it marked on the map that it's a key? It's a locked door. Anyway. Into the laundry room and storage, or whatever it was. Projector for a film screening. I think the screen's rolled up. Yep. House of Zane, renowned filmmaker, establishes artist commune in Bright Falls. Thomas Zane, born Thomas Ziner in Finland, and his partner, Barbara Jagger, born Baba Jakala in Finland, have recently established an artist Jakala, I assume, have recently established an artist commune here in Bright Falls. Mr. Zane has purchased the old manor house outside town, and the couple has already settled in. In his home country, and internationally as well, Mr. Zane is a well-known and respected auteur filmmaker, a rising star already compared to the likes of Stanley Kubrick and Ingmar Bergman. His earlier film, Nightless Night, won a number of European Film Awards. Mr. Zane is currently in the process of filming a feature entitled Tom the Poet. In conversation, Mr. Zane comes across as a charismatic figure with big dreams. He talks about building a hotel and a film studio in the area. He even has a name picked out for the hotel, Ocean View Hotel. This reporter believes the name has a nice ring to it. Mr. Zane's dreams would certainly make Bright Falls a household name if they became reality. Members of the commune clearly feel the same, seeing Zane as a person worth revering, even to a faintly cult-like degree. A person who guides his flock to expand their consciousness and reach a higher state of artistic inspiration with the aid of magic mushrooms. While the Bright Falls record does not condone the use of illegal drugs, we hope Mr. Zane will help put our town on the artistic map. And that's why it's called the Ocean View in the Dark Place.
Thomas Zane looked just like Wake. Is this why Odin keeps calling him Tom?
Probably. Code for the fuses is in the laundry room, chat.
Cynthia Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed.
Haven't had a plot-relevant page in a while.
Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
Scratch just adding the dark presence. Also, I was ignoring the fact that that individual I fought in... Oh, I guess I got these too early. The individual I fought in the wellness center was two people stitched to each other. I was ignoring that. It was uncomfortable. Oh. Okay. Can I open this from the side? Okay. I think I'm going to reach the point where I'm going to have to stop picking things up, and that's kind of annoying. Now this is the laundry room. Where was that? That's that. Yeah, that's that. There it is. And just in case there's more things to pick up. Okay, that's all that's over here. It's the back of the laundry machines. Go that way. Okay. The code, please. 273. Rose, if you see this, please remind the residents to leave my stuff alone. I think they hate me. Why is the game so much better when it's like... The open world stuff, like, it's fine, but it doesn't fit very well with the genre they're aiming for.
A fuse. Could come in handy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Something was spawning in. Of course, whatever it is will be here when I come back with the keycard for that locked door, but... yeah. Okay. Door's now open as a shortcut also. That's very nice of them. Thank you, Remedy. Back of that. No manuscript page or items to pick up. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Rose. Just checking the map to see if I've left anything. Not that I can see.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga?
Disappeared.
Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
Seems like a decent place to take a wellness break if you ask me. YouTube, I'm simply going to pause the recording. YouTube, we're back!
Rose watched Tor go into the pond.
She's
Why
rationalizing.
is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia
Lady.
or herself? Or both?
Got some more things to add to the board.
Shouldn't spend time on old questions. Don't need to go over all this again.
Wow. Just, I'd love to know what determines how much it autofills for you.
Figured all this out already. So this goes here, and that goes there.
Okay, so Tor becoming taken. Not taken, dark presence manipulating him, destroying him. Tor's been acting strangely, violently. Why remove a bandage when you're still bleeding? It looks like he's fighting with nothing, or maybe with himself. Doesn't sound like he's becoming a taken, more like he's being manipulated somehow. If Tor's brought here to rest, he didn't stay long. Whereas Tor verified door is inside Wellness Center. The door locked behind him. I was so close. Cafeteria door locked remotely, accessed via security computer. Oh, I didn't even see that. The computer must unlock the door if I can figure out the password to get in. Maybe it's controlled remotely. Need to find the codes. Controls. Computer password. Key to Bloom's password hidden in his office. Bloom was looking forward to something in August. He sounds excited. Wonder what he was planning. Bloom recently joined the cult. Is anyone here not a damn cultist? Dates to common passwords. Might be something here. Yeah, there was. I figured it out. Into the
Tor
pond.
disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
Wake told Rose to look for the hero. She won't help anyone else. Rose knows what's going on here. If I tell her the Wake has returned, maybe she'll think I'm the hero and try to help me. Cult to the tree information. Cult initiation letter signed by Ilmo and Yako. I feel like I've missed the first piece of evidence. Yako and Ilmo were running the cult. Vladimir Bloom, confirmed cult member. The lad looks new, seems like he was recruited recently. And then the story, I can't do anything with it right now. Okay.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Torringale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
She's adorable.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him. The key to this overlap is an old Gods of Asgard record. Odin will know more.
Probably in the museum.
What happened to Tor just now?
Cynthia took him. Ugh, I knew someone was messing with Tor's head. There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the cult of the tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan. But I guess it finally got her.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
Okay. And what does he say to you with these clouds?
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book. Exciting.
She's a little enthusiastic.
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty. They were the only Alan-related containers I could find online. He told me to destroy the Taken around town, and I needed some way to stash my gear. I even recruited Mandy May to make knitwork decorations to mark the sites. The stashes are for you, too. You being the hero and all.
Thanks. I already have been.
I wonder if she says anything different if you haven't opened any of the stashes.
Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff. The tough part is hiding the bodies.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
Just doing my part, sister.
She's surprisingly okay with murder.
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
So, do you work here as well as at the diner, Rose, or...? Okay, those are still for later, that's fine. Rose, the lunchboxes I've been finding were left by Rose for her use, as well as the heroes.
Rose Marigold left these lunchboxes for me. Alan Wake apparently told her to.
Rose
I
is,
guess I owe her one.
Rose is responsible using the supplies to kill Taken to Wake. So it was Rose who left the lunchboxes. Guess it's fine I've been looting them, seeing as I'm the hero. Where would this even go? Why do they want to kill Wake, maybe? Nope. Nope. Ah. Perhaps here. Rose Marigold, not a cult member. She's certainly eccentric, but it doesn't seem like she's part of the cult. Yako, Ilmo, Bloom, Mulligan, and Thornton, all cult members. Yako and Ilmo were cult leaders. Tor followed Cynthia because Cynthia was confusing him, messing with his head. Why is Cynthia going to such trouble to get Tor out of the picture? And that goes with the ritual.
The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
Both. Key to getting into overlap is the record. I need to play a record to open the overlap. Another ritual, I should talk to Odin. That's everything there. New manuscript page.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox. The missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
Time to profile Odin.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize. To your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you. Even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby.
Told you it was in the museum.
Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Tor, Odin, Freya, Saga. They kept the record in the museum, must have been important to them. I don't know why I'm clearing this out, it's only going to reappear. We're still at 2 left. We'll never know. Okay, so there was a locked door in the basement that I needed a key fob for. Basement's the other side. I don't think there was a locked door like you need a key fob for in the wellness center. My inventory full again. This way. But I can check that really easily by going this way, stepping into the wellness center and opening the map. a container that I missed. Oh, that's the exit. That's what that symbol is. It's the exit. Right. See what this container is. Which room was it in? It's empty, never mind. Also, she said Gale was in here. I didn't kill Gale, as far as I know. Oh, I wonder if Gale's in that locked room. Or that previously locked room. I'm starting to think maybe I should use the pistol because of all the ammunition I have for it. Maybe drop the crossbow for now, although I'd have all of the upgrades for that. So that would be annoying, but it would give me 4 inventory blocks back rather than the 2 I've currently got. Although I suppose the only one that really matters is the homing, the ability for the shots to home. Nope. What is this inventory space? It looks horrible. If I take that, I can add to that stack. And then quick slot left, quick slot right. Slot up. See if I should just treat the rifle as an upgrade to the crossbow. And of course, once I'm out of rifle ammo, back to the crossbow.
Gale Barrows stared at his chest x-ray. It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out.
Maybe I did kill Gale.
With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
Yeah, I killed Gale. Never mind. Gale Barrows, violent outburst resulting from rapid onset dementia. Should be restrained whenever possible until a dosage can be found that impedes his aggression. Harry. Okay. Save the game. Right, so that's that. Now we go back to the main house and go through all the doors that were previously locked. I suppose technically I could have gone out the other door, but I went this way. Right, so they're all supposed to be outside.
Safe from what?
To the emergency muster point.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few.
Artie.
Artie, Gil, Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic, I'd like to point out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
Oh.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman MacDonald what to do.
Sorry, it looks like Mandy May's hands... Yeah, they're covered in blood.
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life and I can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Mandy May, are you all right? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh, no, Mandy May. Oh, no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
Seems like more of a scarf, but okay.
Hello there. Are you Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto. We'd be happy to have you on the show anytime, me and my listeners.
So that's... I imagine this chair was here earlier, I think.
Sure is a beautiful night.
I guess it's here just so she doesn't have to be standing.
Nice and, stormy.
Don't go getting any ideas, Norman. This is the designated muster point, not a date.
Norman, put some clothes on. Deadlift Donna continuing to do her stretches. Very important. Okay, previously locked doors. So the museum's where I need to go for the plot objective. I could talk to Artie in his room! Get freaking hype! Also Odin screaming no. Sure, that's fine.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers.
Hey, James.
Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
Getting hyped for Sunday? And just in general, how are you? And yeah, wake Alan. Alan would be a lot of help here, but unfortunately he's been kidnapped. You're very hyped? Excellent. Thank you for making me look at a truly cursed picture of Gritty when I was checking character sheets. Loved that for myself. Lovely treat. Okay, so obviously I need to go and talk to Odin in his room at the end of the corridor. But I'm going to go talk to Artie first. Maybe check out Gale and Cynthia's room as well. She's ready for chaos. Yes, with that face, I can well believe it. Just a manuscript page surrounded by darkness. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, who's trusted with a microwave in his room? Crackers. Oh, yeah. Love some crackers, me chat.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
Barry! Oh no. Are you an Alan Wake fan, James? Have you played the first game? Not NYC. Exactly. Not NYC. Oh, also, that's all Scratcher's stuff implying Barry's a terrible person. So we'll give Barry the benefit of the doubt.
Damn lights.
There it is.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to reload that save. This game looks cool, so I might. Yeah, so this is the second one. This is much more of a horror game than the first one. The first one is... it's a horror game in the same way that like Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 are horror games. Alright, so we'll go and grab the manuscript page again. Completely got turned around. Go grab the manuscript page again, come back down, save, talk to Odin. If I can, obviously. And then talk to Artie. Right, grab this. You definitely play one first. Oh yeah, it definitely. You don't need to, but it helps. Much as with Control. This is part of the Remedy Connectors universe, and again, you don't need to have played Control, but there's a lot of stuff in it that is definitely called back to in this. That it's not necessary to know, but it really does enhance the experience. Let's say Control is just a superhero game, functionally speaking, that has some tedious gunplay in it. I did enjoy Control, but the gunplay wasn't the best. Odin. Okay, so there's nothing actually in here apart from Odin. And a leak, I guess. Because I read that thing on the floor earlier. Okay, so Cynthia triggers plot, unsurprisingly. I don't know why I didn't think going to Cynthia's room would trigger the plot. Considering I've read that before. So let's go talk to Artie. What does Artie's room look like? Got a little karaoke set. Got some pizza and beers. Don't mind me, Artie. Although I'm pretty sure if Artie wanted me to not do something, the prompt to open it would disappear. Finland for holidays.
Do you know anything about the Cult of the Tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. But I like his shoes.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
Oh yeah, Artie, that's the good stuff. Tell me everything without telling me anything at all. Okay, it's just Cynthia now. And the locked door downstairs. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna see what happens if I try to get into the museum. I assume it's in Cynthia's room, and that's why I have to go up there eventually. What have we got? Trashed hotel rooms and ruined pools. Crowds go wild for the Old Gods of Asgard Ragnarok tour. The rock and roll group Old Gods of Asgard are leaving chaos in their wake as they plow through the major US cities on their aptly named Ragnarok tour. The band is breaking their sales records with singles topping the charts and had their latest sold-out concert in Long Beach, California. The fans showed their love to the Reckless Rocklers by showering the stage with lacy unmentionables, which you've mentioned, Paralypsis in action there, black roses and even full beer bottles. None of this fazed the stars themselves, who embraced the admiration and transitioned from song to song with such gusto that the audience was left catching their breath, eager to keep up with the Brothers Anderson and their cohorts. After hours shenanigans for the musicians included a pool in a private residential neighborhood. There's 3 movies about after hours in the museums. Left to be emptied and sanitized, and hotel room nearly destroyed in a classical fashion, not to mention the lengthy room service bill gone unpaid. All things point to this band quickly becoming a strong contender to the iconic Hall of Fame rock groups that came before them. Old Gods of Asgard party like their namesakes and give a performance like no other. Be sure to catch them on their tour and bear witness to rock history in the making. Rock music is the ancient language of the soul, muses Old Gods of Asgard's lead singer. I sit down with the Anderson brothers of Old Gods of Asgard fame in the lobby of a rundown hotel somewhere in downtown Detroit. Currently on their Ragnarok Hick tour, the busy band members, that's a difficult thing to say, have only a moment to spare to a fledgling journalist and his questions before running off to soundcheck for their concert tonight. Question, how's the reception been? Tour, amazing. The fans understand what we're about. They get rock and roll. They get the spirit. They know we're not here to beep around. Odin, that's beep? Right. Question, why do you do what you do? Tour, raucous laughter. I can tell you're new at this, buddy. Why does anyone do what they do? For the glory and the fame? For the money and the sex? Or because you have something inside you that is going to beep burst out if you don't start using it? Odin, it's the latter. Question, it's a good answer. How about music then? What is it about music that compels you? Tor, that should be pretty beep obvious. This is boring me to death, bro. Let's get moving. Odin, sorry, he's always impatient. As they stand up to leave for the tour bus waiting outside, the larger-than-life rockers turn around for one final quote. Tor, music, especially rock and roll, is the ancient language of the soul, man. So me. It's godly. And it'll come out like a beep thunderstorm. Old Gods of Asgard band member dead. The legendary heavy rock band Old Gods of Asgard mourns the loss of their divinely talented guitarist Bob Boulder. Boulder. Cool. Fat Bob, as he was affectionately and ironically called, died from complications of a severe illness, leaving his bandmates Odin and Tor Anderson behind. The peace-loving musician will be sorely missed also by the band's numerous fans. When asked about his loss, Tor Anderson had this to say, "Get the beep out of my face. Boulder's in Valhalla now. He fought cancer like a hero. Bob was too beautiful a soul for this world," added Odin. What this means for the band and their upcoming album remains to be seen. Yeah, the record's missing. Anger's Remorse. Framed by the old gods of Asgard to memorialize the only pressing of the unreleased single Anger's Remorse.
Anger's Remorse. This is the one.
Yeah, unseveres. Balder died.
Cynthia has the record.
It's not going to go well.
She will tell me where to find it.
I wonder if he died at the end of Ragnarok instead of the start. Time to profile Cynthia Weaver.
Cynthia targeted Tor specifically.
This won't go well.
Why him?
Deal with the nasty Anderson fellow. His heart was broken. Cancelled. Leaks started appearing. It was too late. Shut her out of her own case.
The Dark Presence is using Cynthia to keep me from talking to Tor.
Wait, Tor cancelled? Cancel culture is real! Please note, cancel culture is not real, it's just consequences.
Where is Anger's Remorse now?
Kitty is a young girl in love. A rock and roll cliche. The shadows to come alive. A gift. An on-off death wish.
She has the record. I can get it out of her.
Because she is an old lady. And I have guns.
Anger's Remorse. Where is it, Cynthia?
Drowned beneath dark water. Too many hands. The bathroom frightened her. Cut short. She screamed. An old folks' care home.
The Anger's Remorse record is in Cynthia's room. In her bathtub.
No, the consequences of my actions. Not telling me I'd have to face them. Babe, you know. Oh, something new from Odin.
Anger's Remorse is missing. Who took it?
Our shame becomes the pale horse. Oh, Tor. Bro. Tor's love for you is in that song. That's why Cynthia wants it. To ruin him. She made Tor lust after her. We fought one scratching hag years ago. Now he's fallen for another, and we might lose him for good. One less Anderson.
That isn't going to happen. Cynthia has Tor in the overlap. Anger's Remorse is the key to get there. I need to make Cynthia reveal its location.
Guess what happens when an overlap drains? When I complete an overlap? All the flooding goes down! And there's loads of flooding right now outside Bright Falls. Anyway, wait. The record's missing. The missing record is one of a kind, the rest are all popular releases. Cynthia tried to drown the record in her bathtub.
A bathtub, a pond, a lake.
An ocean.
There's a theme here.
Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points in the jump catch game. Spend them wisely, or not at all. Record was in Cynthia's room, bathtub. Cynthia hid the record in her bathtub, it better still work. It's vinyl, it will probably be fine. Need to find out where Cynthia hid the record. If Tor gave the record to Cynthia, she's the only one who can tell me where it is. And while I'm already in here, I may as well do the other ones. Mom moved away with me because of Tor. Tor wanted to apologize but never got the chance. From the few things Mom said, this is actually plausible. Is it really true? What did Tor do to make Mom leave? And then there's the later ones. Okay. Okay, so now I have to go to Cynthia's room. Yep, another trauma pad I don't need. I'm filling up my inventory with first aid kit with healing items. I guess because I do have the heal on kill with shotgun upgrade, that's really cut down on how many healing items I've needed to use. Although I haven't used that many with Alan either, to be fair. This game is not difficult, and then you hit something that kills you in like 2 blows. I now await the horror that is fish spawned in the vicinity of such pervasive musical influence. I'm sure it'll be fine. Jump scare.
Lights.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
My God, Artie.
Thanks.
Artie, there happens to be a pool of water at your feet. Do you know anything about that? Oh, I guess I may as well use this for now. Unnecessarily noisy water cooler. Check on the old folks. They're all good. And then I need to go this way? Nope. And then the door's over here. Really don't care. Propose this is Artie's beachside vacation? Could be. Right, what do I... Now I'm here. What do I interact with on the generator? Because that's just the code. That's just telling me where the fuses are. But not the generator? Oh, there we are. Ignore me.
There. Power's back on.
Just ignoring the fuse box in front of me. In my defense, Artie specifically said generator.
Shit. Careful, Saga.
Yeah, that's Bloom. He's dead. I was checking to see if it was definitely Bloom. I have no reason to kill anything. Right now, anyway. Shut up, Cynthia. Where's the staircase? I ran too far.
It was underwater. The nightmares were starting to creep in.
Right. The game got spooky again. That's Tor's room. I've got pistol ammo. I expected that one. Just check out the darkness in the tub.
A down? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
First run, pacifist run, impressive. I mean, some of it you could do pacifist. But it's a survival horror game, so it's like, just run away where you can. And largely you'll be fine.
A power station. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection?
Yes, she was. Hence the
Did
dam.
she know about the dark presence?
And the power station.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
It's the room with the clicker. And she's scratched out Barbara Jagger's face.
I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite.
Nah, she was in love with Thomas Zane. Barbara Jagger was his wife.
Tor's a romantic, huh?
For a very special woman, T. Just box of fuses, because that's what she does. She keeps things lit.
The dark presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them.
I went down to the basement today to check the lights. I can't trust Bloom to do it, he's too slow. But it's getting harder and harder for me to reach them. Can't keep up much longer. Tom's lamp is gone. The lamp with the angel on it. He always loved that lamp. It disappeared from my room. Darkness is here after all these years. It took Tom's lamp. I know it did. The lights are going out more and more. There's no one left to stop it. I can't do it on my own. Not anymore. I have nothing left of Tom now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need Tom's lamp back. I need Tom back. The shadows are moving. There is no more light, no more lamps. I can't find my way out of the room. Someone locked the door. Did I lock it? Maybe Tom did. He probably did it to keep me safe. He is such a considerate man. Barbara doesn't deserve him. Tom could do so much better. Where did Tom's lamp go? I used to have it. I guess he took it back. That's fine. It was his after all. The shadows are moving. Did I write that? Nonsense. There are no shadows. It's just us. Tom and I. Forever. I found something funny while I was down there. A newspaper article about Tom, but it called him a filmmaker. Tom didn't make movies. He was a poet. A magnificent poet. I dug around and found film equipment, supposedly also Tom's. What is happening? This isn't right. I know it isn't. Yeah, Alan changed the story to make Tom a filmmaker instead of a poet. And because she had the clicker for so long, I guess she's maybe also, like, sort of a para-utilitarian?
Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Nope. This profiling board is getting a bit full. Read the manuscript page.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow. Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
Here's a thought. Rather than use my torch on this, why not just turn the light on?
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No. Better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
Oh. Record me.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
Oh, that cutscene was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I apologise. Probably should have expected that jump scare. And that one. I just want to go to the ocean view. Why does it say there's a safe room somewhere? Not even Artie's room is a safe room. Or is a safe haven. Okay, there's someone in the house. Oh.
Sacrifice!
Why did that Taken just disappear after taking all of my shots? Interesting. Oh, I see. It turns invisible. Are the old folks okay outside? So good chat, they're not dead.
A black hole.
Second one probably not needed. Wow, that was very generous game. Thank you for that. Oh wait, no, the focus homes the bullet, homes the round. Right, I remember. That was the whole point of the upgrade. It's the ammo sponge. Its job is to be shot, survive, and return collects ammunition to its taken friends who else are going to keep them resupplied. That's fair. Except they don't use ammunition.
Mirror, the cobweb of my soul, of my face forever. He came to be whole, driven by passion.
I laughed because I got Take Control, which is the song from Control, into my radio. It's pretty funny. Anyway.
The overlap is at the pond.
Into the overlap.
Here we go again.
Kind of hoped we'd be listening to the song in the overlap. So that was that. Take Control is the song from Control. It's the Ashtray Maze song. Poet and the Muse, Children of the Elder God, and Balance Slays the Demon, I believe, are all in Alan Wake. And then this is Anger's Remorse. Does it really play the volume relative to where Saga is in the room? Been here the whole time, but Mother of God work has been extra silly today. Ah, it's fair, Guns. Thank you for the support. No, the song's just super quiet. Look up the song on YouTube. Anger's Remorse is a fantastic song that I have been listening to on YouTube. Just don't know why there's the audio bug that's making it really quiet. This is the bunker, I assume. Gone too soon. The body of a missing youth discovered in flooded bunker. The local girl, Nora Hesberg, aged 15, who went missing on Saturday of last week, was discovered dead in the sealed underground bunker near Valhalla Nursing Home in Bright Falls. Cause of death has been determined to be drowning. The incident occurred during a gathering of local youths at the bunker. Nora was first reported missing by her parents Sunday morning, when they discovered their daughter had not returned home the night before. The police were contacted and they received a tip to check the bunker from one of the victim's acquaintances. Police are treating the tragedy as an accident. The community mourns the loss of its young member. Ugh, and I need to deal with the municipal bureaucracy today. I am sorry to hear that, Guns. Hopefully seeing Artie has helped. I want to kidnap a Canadian today. I'm super cuddly, swear plenty, and only cry myself to sleep most nights. Well, as long as it's only most nights. Ocean View Hotel and Spa. That name gets everywhere. I want to listen to this song again. I want it to work, but for some reason, it's not. Yeah, all of the songs are really quiet. Interesting. I guess I can't.
Mommy, what are you doing? Help me, please.
This isn't real.
Mom, help me.
Song is Anger's Remorse. Yeah, check it out on YouTube. Highly recommend.
Fuck this place.
There's the Old Gods of Asgard have their own YouTube channel. I think they have their own Spotify account as well. Beware the Drowned Lady. Okay, it's looping. All of the other doors closed once I went into one. Leading me to believe they're probably all the same. My god, these overlaps are really creepy and I love it. Game is just so much better when you're inside. Can I please have the batteries? My inventory's not full.
Joseph.
No. Can't take that battery, I guess. Can take the troll pad though. Okay, you actually have to kill that Taken, otherwise you won't be able to do this.
The wall just disappeared.
Yeah, it did.
The light did that?
Yeah, it did. The door also disappeared. I thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Closer. Destroy it. The only way.
Handgun rounds. One handgun round. Fantastic. I guess I'll try corridor hallway number 2 this time.
It's a loop, like the others. I need to reach the center.
That's the ocean view. Corridor. Oh no, 3 is open.
Cynthia. She's here.
She's probably the drowned lady that I'm being told to beware.
A dead end.
Yeah, it just loops until you turn around. If I knew it, if it wouldn't give me finger cramps, I would absolutely play the entire game like this. Just because the narrowed FOV makes everything a lot more tense. But you can't sprint while ADS, unfortunately.
Oh, back here again.
So it'd be very hello. Be very long-winded. Very slow completion.
Locked. The key has to be nearby.
But is it nearby in the dark or nearby in the light? Oh, well, the cabinet's not there in the light, so... But I can turn it off again. What we have here, chat, is a puzzle. That I'm half wondering if the solution to the puzzle is turn all the lights on, follow the path through, and then you'll find the key. Oh, I need bolt cutters. I don't have bolt cutters yet. Please give me bolt cutters this time around. Well, as you can't revisit the overlaps, pretty sure the bolt cutters will be involved. Shotgun shells. Tool cabinet key. Tool cabinet. Is it time, chat? Stop giving me crossbow bolts. I don't have the crossbow anymore. Well, I mean, I do technically, obviously. I have the crossbow. It's just not currently in my possession. That's better. That? Yeah, that's fully reloaded. Okay. Turn this out. Tool cabinet key for bolt cutters. Resident Evil, bolt cutters straight away. Cut short. Alan Wake 2, bolt cutters, 20 plus hours into the game. And I need to turn this light out to actually get to the thing I need the bolt cutters for. Can't say I'm surprised. Well, I don't need to go that way, so I'm not going to. Is there anything in the room the Taken was in? Oh, yep, that was worth looking into. That was less worth looking into. And that just loops around. Cool. Okay. Bolt cutter me. I can't remember. Actually, before I do go down there, one last check of this loop to see if there's a manuscript page in this room. Yeah, I can't remember what I needed to get into the evidence room in the sheriff's station, because there was a stash in there that I assume Mulligan and Thornton hid. Air quotes hid. It's not very well hidden. I don't think it was the bolt cutters. I think I needed a specific key. It's going to loop again. It's a spiral, like the symbol we've been seeing everywhere on the doors.
Writing a story.
Rip Nora. Water level keeps getting higher. That's a cool touch.
Back again. Gotta go deeper.
Three rounds. Wonderful. And my inventory is... well, that's a flare. Oh, you have to hold to discard. I think I'm going to take the flare over a crossbow bolt. I'll regret that later when I go back to using the crossbow bolt, but still. I'd like to go home, Cynthia.
Cynthia is changing the overlap. Trying to stop me.
Where are you? Can you hear me? It's so dark. The hag tricked me.
Tor, I'm here! I'm coming!
Now my objective is to get the power back online. So I assume this is the boss arena. Hey, Cynthia.
You took Tor. I'm here to take him back. I need to get the lights on to reach him.
Saga! It's so damn dark down here. I'm underwater. She's trapped me at the bottom. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Crossbow bolt.
I gotta get out of the water.
Sorry. The darkness of a mental illness.
Where next? There. So there is a... There's a water monster.
Shit!
The nightmares were starting to creep in.
Guess I'm heading over that way.
I'm lost. Dark water pressed itself into her.
Over there? Or over here?
Your daughter was taken. It's so dark.
That's the way out.
Pushing her deeper and deeper.
Very Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
This will put a slap with the gun your face might be.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
Yeah, I just don't know whether to go left or right, Saga. I'm gonna go left.
I can't stay in the water.
Oh boy, this is gonna get me killed. Okay, three rounds for the handgun.
She's coming.
Oh, I just looped. Cool. Okay, so going left looped me. I'm assuming going right also loops. What was that, Cynthia?
Where'd she go?
Okay, so that's that. So this is what I need to be getting to, I guess. Can I? No, Tor isn't someone I can profile. I don't know if they got funky with the profiling mechanic or not.
They pushed her down. I can't see a way out. In the dark.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, chat. Because I thought if I went one of these directions, it would bring me to that generator. But it didn't. I don't think this is going to take me anywhere I need to be, but I'll climb up anyway.
The shadows to come alive.
Climb up here.
She was underwater.
I know it showed me that when I turned the power on, but I don't know how to get over there. Oh, go the other way. Just going to do it safely so I don't have to do all this again. This is kind of boring. Over there, maybe? Rubber duck. Told you not to trust the rubber ducks, chap. That's where I came in. To shoot. I'm going to see if I can climb into that hole. So, I guess to that, and then over to that platform. Just to reset my timer. Big fan of the camera clipping through the wall, though. Nope. Can't get up there. Well, I guess I'll run over to that platform, see what's over there. I really do feel like that generator that I was just at is what I'm supposed to be interacting with. There was no way that I could find to it. Hi. Send maple whiskey? That sounds amazing. I would if I could. Hmm. Yeah, I can't get over there either. What? Oh, it's just this. Like, the whole thing's set up like I should be able to get over there. I just don't know how. Right, well, I'm going back into that door, I guess. I've been to every platform. That seems to be the only way that I can actually progress. That door over there, sorry. The voice lines have stopped for Tor as well because they're taking too long. Right, so this is the only point of interest that I can find. I might be missing something, it's entirely possible, but this is, as far as I can tell, it. Oh, that's another flare. Oh, wait, is that a flare? Nothing's crossbow bolt.
Is a young girl in love.
So right's a dead end. And left looped, if I recall correctly. Saga? Saga, it's a slope. Very well, be like that. I have plenty of batteries. Does this do anything? Nah. Chat, please send answers on a postcard. Because that's that. And then it sends me back to the beginning. Oh. This is different now. Hang on. Was it different last time? If I go left enough, will the fencing fall away? Nope, this is different. Okay, I just don't know what I did differently. Pretty sure I didn't turn around the last time. But I solved the puzzle. Somehow. That's why there were 2 green lights and 1 red light.
I'm not leaving you here, Tor. Hold on!
Okay, I didn't know if a way back would open up this side. Apparently not, so... Aha! It did. There's no way I make that run. YOLO! Duck. Please autosave game.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Guess I go down. Yoo-hoo! Cynthia! Okay, that's her deal. She yeets darkness at me. Something is wrong. Okay, that was weird.
She sank into dark.
Okay, cool. So that thing that looks like it's cover, not actually cover. It's 2 PM, time for me to change work locations. Good luck, Bubbles. Thanks, Guns. Good luck on your change.
Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Cynthia took the record and I brought it back.
This is going to take a while, chat. I can already tell this is going to take some time. Repositioning. Okay, I guess they follow you and then just fuck you up. Shut up, Cynthia Weaver. Now I'm out of flares, which is a problem. I guess I'm supposed to use my torch on those? Oh, that's not good. Hey, Saga. That's not supposed to happen. I think I got pushed into terrain. I think that's what happened. It was an entertaining selfie, though, I guess.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing.
The only complaint I have about this game, really, like the boss fights, apart from the fact that I genuinely don't think it needs them.
Apologize to him yourself.
I'm
getting you the hell out of here. Cynthia took the record and I brought it back.
Is that, unless there is a adjustive difficulty going on, which there might be, you've just got what you go into the fight with. There's no... You can't do anything to equip new stuff. Okay, that was on me.
Pushed her down. Weighed down by an ocean of
Okay, that... The water attack homes, I guess. That's cool. It's a homing shockwave that comes up behind you if you run away from it. So far, I have enjoyed everything about this game but the boss fights. They're just too video gamey. It's such a cognitive dissonance.
I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here. Cynthia took the record and I brought it back.
Stop moving so quickly. Also, I'll have this back, thank you. Oh, I thought she was doing her thing. Reload, Saga, reload. There is absolutely adjustive difficulty going on here. Absolutely no way that should have happened that easily the third time round, as going on the other two attempts.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
Not the clicker. You can help. I must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
Lad's in danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story. If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit! Logan is in the story. I can get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now. He had no right to do this to Logan. To my family. Tor!
Oh, fucking hell.
Are you okay?
You took your sweet time to come save your grandpa, huh?
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. Sorry. Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
End of chapter.
The cobweb of my soul, on my face forever, seeking to be whole, driven by passion, raging like a storm, with thunder and lightning, and the hubris I was born, blood-hot and vain, I risk to take it all, blind to your pain, your wounds, my downfall. You can't relight my fire when our shame becomes a pale horse. The stories harboring liar, but you're the sea can break the curse.
Anyway, it is a good song, babe, isn't it? Figured we could listen to this to wrap up the boss fight.
I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse. You are my light, the spark inside my soul, of venom and spite, tears would forever flow. It had it you wrong, and I never said it right. You played along, the gray for black and white, waves of despair, an ocean of desolation, fighting for air, my swan song redone. You can't relight my fire when our shame becomes a pale horse. The stories harboring but you'll see it can break the curse. For in the twilight of my years, I'm nothing but anger's remorse. I'm nothing but anger's remorse. Dive through the dark to find a light on the other side. You will find in there the peace you're missing. The man I drove. You can't relight the fire when our shame becomes a pale horse. The stories harboring a liar, but you'll see it can break the curse. For in the twilight of my years, I'm nothing but anger's remorse. Nothing but anger's remorse.
I told you it was worth it, chat. I told you. It's such a good song. But we're not done. There is... Because... Oh, hang on one second. I can't save the game yet anyway. I like to end on a manual save.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain.
Sorry this is going on a bit, babe.
But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
Fair. Right, I'm gonna go save. Is that the one I was trying to pick up? Who knows?
I can't leave here yet. Lots
Oh.
of work left to do.
I literally have to do it right now. Okay, cool. I wanted to go and save game.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was.
Gasp.
This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot?
She figured it out. She figured it out, chat.
You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family, way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin aren't part of my family.
Gasp.
You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past.
Tell me
I
this.
won't lose mine.
Get a name?
With Logan. With David.
Ooh, what if it's Mr. Door?
I won't stop until they're safe. I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Thought the game had crashed then. The Anderson brothers.
Figured all this out already. So this goes here, and that goes there.
Dark Presence got to Cynthia, used her to keep Tor from me. Looks like Tor fell for Cynthia pretty hard. Cynthia's fears made her vulnerable. That's how she became a Taken.
Tor is here, in the overlap. Gotta find him and get the fuck out.
Tor is here somewhere. I need to find him and get out.
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
I rescued Tor Anderson, my grandfather, from the Dark Presence. Wait, fucking wrote Logan into the story. She's in danger because of him. Within Scratch's reach. I need Wake to write an ending that will save her. Was Tor the reason my father left? Sure sounds like it. Mum called the mind place make-believe. She didn't want me knowing about the Anderson powers. So it looks like if you have all of the clues for a specific section, it just autofills it. Did that not? Okay. There's one? No. There we go. So to explain why my memories haven't changed like everyone else's. Anger's remorse mentions the man I drove away.
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did.
Tor, not a good
He
dad.
is genuinely sorry.
Reckless. Pushing my father away was last straw for Mom. What man did Tor drive away? My father? The clicker. Talking about it acting as an amp. So Wake writes a story, the dark place makes it change reality, and the clicker amplifies that change, making it permanent. Makes sense?
Huh. Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Because Wake wrote the story, only Wake can edit it. I'll need Wake's cooperation in order to fix this. I can't do it alone. Only Wake can edit the story. Not much time left. Need clicker to make the fix permanent. Area around the overlap is always flooded. Does the overlap cause the flooding? How to enter?
Overlaps require pieces of art to enter. Is that because of the dark place's focus on art?
The theme of the song was regret. Remorse for how Tor treated my mother. How to enter. A song about remorse, a float about murder, a poem about terror. I'm seeing a pattern. All artistic works tied to dark events. Also, I guess that was the last overlap? I mean, I think we're pretty close to the end of the game, so I guess that would make sense. Oh, right, I need to pull it up and then scroll. There we go. They just bugged. Never mind. Right. Can I leave now?
Where do you think Rose got to?
Oh, who knows with that girl? I always see her running off in the middle of the night.
Good for her. Live life while you can.
Huh. A lady should be in bed with her Christie novels at that hour.
Oh, boo. Don't be so old-fashioned.
Okay, there's no new conversation options available here. I'll just go and
The
save.
FBC is holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this.
Ordinarily.
Casey, do you read me, Casey? Damn it. Where are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus, Saga. Get to the station. To Wake.
Ordinarily, I would agree, but I do need to wrap up the stream, so I need to do some inventory management. I have... Oh, right. I have the thing that increases the amount of loot that I find, as well as its quality. That's why I'm finding loads of trauma pads and stuff. That took far longer than it should have done for me to realise. I can't actually use this inside, so that's annoying. I put that there. No, So I'm going to use this to full heal when I can. Okay, well, my inventory is... My spare inventory is full. I really should equip the coffee mug charm. There is an achievement for it helping to keep me alive. So, maybe next time I'm low on health, if I remember, I will do that. Can I hate the fact that if you're on a map, it just locks you to that map. That's the locked door to the ocean view. Okay, well, I've saved. I know I need to get to the sheriff's station. That's fine. I've got a bit of cleanup I need to do first, like explore the ranger's cabin and the boatyard for collectibles, because I know I'm missing some stashes there. There may not be a stream tomorrow. I do need to write the review of this, and I have a very busy weekend ahead of me. So I might have to take tomorrow to write the actual review, to draft the review. But I will obviously let my Discord server know about that. And obviously if I go live tomorrow, there's a stream happening. Because I'm really enjoying the game apart from the boss fights. But as I think I might be apart from the final boss, obviously I might be done with overlaps. Because the how to enter thing resolved. So there might be 3 overlaps and like the final boss. Yeah. But if I don't stream tomorrow, I hope everyone has a good weekend. I mentioned this on my Discord server. I have had the offer of more writing work, and I've got some writing work back from the developer. So I've got some rewrites to do. So for the next few weeks, at least, there will be fewer streams. I'm not sure if it'll be 2 streams or only the 1 stream. We'll see how my delivery date, my deadlines are. But until next time, YouTube, please do let me know what you've thought in the comment section below. Please consider subscribing or swing by twitch.tv/ConradBubbles and following the channel. It really helps me out. But until next time, please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all.